This is the case of CALTEX versus IAC and Asia Pacific Airways Incorporated with the GR number 72703 promulgated on November 13, 1992. The law provides that if the debt produces interest, payment of the principal shall not be deemed to have been made until the interest has been covered. Asia Pacific Airways entered into an agreement with petitioner CALTEX whereby petitioner agreed to supply respondents' aviation fuel requirements for 2 years. Private respondent had an outstanding obligation to petitioner in the total amount of 4,072,682 pesos and 13 centavos, representing the unpaid price of the fuel supplied. To settle this outstanding obligation, it executed a deed of assignment over its receivables or refunds of special fund import payments from National Treasury of the Philippines to be applied in payment. National Treasury, in favor of the petitioner, issued the refund, but the amount remitted to petitioner exceeded the amount covered by the deed of assignment. Private respondent wrote a letter to petitioner requesting a refund in the amount of 900,000 pesos in favor of private respondent. Private respondent filed a complaint against petitioner in the Regional Trial Court of Manila. CALTEX refused because the exceeded amount served as interest and service charges at the rate of 18% per annum on the unpaid and overdue account. RTC dismissed the complaint but reversed by the IAC. Issue: whether the deed of assignment constituted dación in pago so that the obligation is totally extinguished and no interest and service charges could any more be imposed on the respondent. It was ruled in the negative. The IAC failed to take into account the following express recitals of the deed of assignment. It failed to take into consideration the subsequent acts of the parties which clearly showed that they did not intend the deed of assignment to totally extinguish the obligations of respondent without payment of the applicable interest charges on the overdue account. In the instant case, the deed of assignment speaks of 3 obligations: the outstanding obligation, the applicable interest charges on overdue accounts, and the other turbo fuel lifting and deliveries that assignor may from time to time receive from assignee. In Article 1253 of the Civil Code provides that if the debt produces interest, payment of the principal shall not be deemed to have been made until interest have been covered. Thus, IAC decision is set aside and RTC decision is reinstated. Thank you for listening.
Created using Powtoon.